So hello everybody, this is August 25th, 25. That's fun to say. It's fun to write, August 25th, 25. So thank you for coming. We had a wonderful discussion with the group about state fair memory, your famous favorite memory or what you like. So you are welcome to think about that. What is your favorite state fair here in Minnesota? It's a big deal to go to the state fair. It's supposed to be one of the best in the country. We have really good turnouts, and the weather is really beautiful here in Minnesota this week if you are not from Minnesota. All right, so that is the question discussion item, favorite fair memory. But this is the card challenge that I drew. It says nada, absolutely nada. Turn the lights down in your home, light a candle, sit down, and do a self-guided meditation. Hit a spiritual reset by doing nothing. Just sit here and feel your senses. So we'll try to do that in our meditation together. Just keep it simple. But I also encourage you to try to do that on your own. If you can find a spot and just sit still. I know I've been kind of feeling that way. Last time we met, I talked about the seasons, and I'm starting to feel the seasons in my body. I think it was Thursday, the last warm day, Thursday, definitely Friday, and then it's turned cold here, and you can definitely feel the season change. It feels like fall. It was like low 50s last night here in the Twin Cities, so a little unusual. Usually that doesn't happen until mid-September, but it's happening early this year. All right, so we got the challenge. Let's do the art book. Let's see if we get something new. Ooh. There is a fine line between adorable and annoying. And it shows a cat waking you up from sleep. There's a fine line between adorable and annoying. So that is that image. And I'd like to read here from the book, and it kind of is a nice theme with my song today. I'm going to read you just what is August 25th, and it says, love is in the being. So the center I once glimpsed is all around me, a landscape I now live in, and I will not pretend anymore. If those I love cannot recognize me with my soul out in the open, I will no longer retreat and show what is familiar. So that's not quoted from anybody, so that must be from Mark Nepo himself. You know what? Wow, I'm really getting this message today. So the line, if you read the lesson, is you do not have to do anything to be loved. And it's ironic. I did not plan this. I planned my song, and then I was like, oh, that sounds good, today's theme. So this exactly matches my song. And Monday mornings, I do A Course of Miracles, which is kind of interpretation of someone and their quote. They read you a quote at the end, like a random verse from it. And it was the same theme, that you don't have to do anything to be lovable. So, wow, I'm getting 3 messages today on that. So I hope that if you're hearing this, you must be getting that message as well. You do not have to do anything to be loved. You do not have to perform or achieve or earn an extra merit badge or witness being good. It's taken me out, and he talks about how that's taken him a half a century to learn that and believe it, and it's your work for today, the message. So that's, I think your message also is for today, that you don't have to do, you don't have to accomplish, you don't have to perform, you just have to be, you. So the quote at the top was, the center I once glimpsed is all around me, a landscape I now live in, that I will not pretend anymore. And those I love can't recognize me with my soul out in the open. I will no longer retreat and show what is familiar. So you do not have to do anything to be loved. Wow. Okay, that's page 279 if you got this book, which I highly recommend getting this book if you haven't. I'm not a big book reader, but I do love that book. So that leads me into my song, which I did put in a notepad, and I'll post it here for the folks that are online, so you can look at your chat, and then I can put it in the lyrics. It's part of another song, but I was thinking if I do these few verses today, I can easily make it into a community singing song. So it's an original song that I wrote in 2024, which I called You Are Lovable. That's why I'm saying I did not plan that reading, but it's interesting how it lined up for August 25th. All right, so before we do some singing, and you got the lyrics, basically it's the bridge of the song and the chorus, but I think it's the best part. Let's do some vocal warm-ups. So if you got some water, let's gargle it. Sounds funny, but it works. And then the ka 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 sound. Kind of fun. So that kind of helps wet the palate. Let's do some maybe gentle rubbing on the chin, just kind of loosening up. And we'll do that song Happy Birthday with just our throat. So just trying to move the inside, not, the back. So so it's kind of like humming, but you're allowing more space to work back there. So like I said, I'm learning from my occupational therapist, vocal coach, that sometimes our sounds can resonate from our belly, not using our belly, but a lot of times it's tight throat. So that, just right? Just, which that is a lot of vibration, right? That happy birthday contrast song, which this week is actually my birthday. So I was really grateful. It almost felt like a birthday treat yesterday when I got to go to the state fair and I got a free ticket to see the Indigo Girls. So that was a sweet friend. It wasn't really a planned present, but it felt like a wonderful present because I feel like time is such a gift from others. So it was a beautiful gift for sure. All right, so let's do my song. You got the lyrics, and the guitar sounded in tune. And so this is my original guitar that I got when I was 14 years old. As you can see, it's kind of faded and it's beaten up, and I've had it for a long time, right? I guess you guys know how old I am. So, so 36 years or more. So yeah. All right, so the song is You Are Lovable because you exist. You don't have to earn love because you're born with it. We'll sing that twice, that line. And then after we do that twice, we're going to go into with your breath, your body, your spirit, your mind, with the rain, the sun, the clouds, and the wind. And then we'll go back to you don't have to earn love because you're born with it. Twice again, and just kind of singing it over and over again and just feeling it together. So this is a mini version of my song from 2024 called You Are Lovable. So here we go. You are lovable because you exist. And then you don't have to earn, well, let me get the rhythm better. Actually, yeah, let's do it again. Like I said, I just pulled it out today. You're lovable because you exist. Okay, now I'm blanking out on it. Okay, you don't have to earn love because you're born with. Let me start with the chorus. That will help me. Let's do that again. Like I said, it's a variation of my song. Okay. With your breath and your body, with your spirit and your mind, with your rain and the sun. Oh, sorry, sun. With the clouds and the wind. Let's do that chorus again so I feel better at it too. With your breath and your body, with your spirit and your mind, with the rain, with the sun, with the clouds and the wind. You are lovable 'cause you exist. You don't have to earn love 'cause you're born with it. You are lovable 'cause you exist. You don't have to earn love 'cause you're born with it. With your breath and your body, with your spirit and your mind, with the rain and the sun, with the clouds and the wind. You are lovable 'cause you exist. You don't have to earn love 'cause you're born with it. You are lovable 'cause you exist. You don't have to earn love 'cause you're born with it. With your breath and your body, with your spirit and your mind, with the rain and the sun, with the clouds and the wind. One more time. I hope you're liking the song. You are lovable 'cause you exist. You don't have to earn love 'cause you're born with it. You're lovable 'cause you exist. You don't have to earn love 'cause you're born with it. With your breath and your body, with your spirit and your mind, with the rain and the sun, with the clouds and the wind. I'm gonna do it slowly, one more last time. You are lovable 'cause you exist. You don't have to earn love 'cause you're born with it. With your breath and your body, with your spirit and your mind, with the rain, with the sun, with the clouds and the wind. You are lovable 'cause you exist. You don't have to earn love 'cause you're born with it. So anyways, I love that little short version of my song. And I think that's a good community singing song. So let me know what you think in the comments or after the session. And I hope you like the new version. So let's get into movement. Hopefully that song inspired you or it felt good. I'm gonna grab a sip of water. Got a little bit of extra there. All right, so you can sit in the chair if you like or stand. Lately we've been working on Tai Chi for better balance. And I think we'll go with that. If anybody has a different preference, let me know. And next time I'll make those changes. So I want to tilt the camera a little bit better. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit more and see if I can prop it up. It might be a little bit more challenging to get my feet. So we'll just focus more on the upper body this time. So like I said, when I play guitar, I can't right now use my laptop. I have to use my iPad. And so anyways, we'll just do the feet the way it is. All right, the feet are together, even though you can't see it, but you can kind of see with my legs. And let's review what we've been learning. And I think we won't add anything new because it's enough right now, what we've done. So let's just get in our bodies, maybe roll our shoulders. That's true, we didn't do a warm-up, so let's do shaking. I always like a shaking warm-up, just right, it just gets rid of whatever is stuck in your body, whatever might be stagnant, whatever needs to move. But if you're feeling tired, you could please modify everything that we do. I let you modify as far as physical movement. I want you to be comfortable. And let's also shake our body side to side and getting the torso besides the wrist and the knees. And if you want, you can kind of let the arms go, limp and tap the lung points. Right, as we approach fall, we want to do things to support the lungs. And then let's bring the hands up. This is great lymphatic work as well. And we look funny at the same time. But surprisingly, it feels really good. And then we can slowly bring the hands down. And we can let the body come to rest. So, relaxing and opening up all the joints. All right, so now let's get into starting position. Centering ourselves and our bodies in this moment, wherever we are. If you're in a chair, just put your feet together. You can be on the edge of the chair, that's great. Always listen to what you can do. And let's begin with what we've done. If you haven't done this practice with us before, you can watch past recordings, but we're basically going to review today. So I'm going to mirror you. If I go that way, that's left, but actually it's my right, but just go in that direction to the left, I'll be mirroring you. Okay. So taking a deep breath. Tai Chi for better balance, commence. We're going to step to the left, hands rise up, and then they calm down. We're going to hold the ball on the right side. We're going to gauge the hip flexors. Bottom hand going to go out as we step out to the left. Hold the ball. Gauge the hip flexors. Gently step out and hold the ball. We're going to do it twice. Engage the hip flexors. Step out, soft and continuous. Hold the ball. Engage the hip flexors. Bottom hand goes out and hold the ball. All right, next one, parting horse's mane, stepping out to the left, foot to slight angle, pick up the toes and hold the ball. Sorry, you can't see my feet. Engage the hip flexors, stepping out at an angle, like you're parting a horse's mane. Turn the toe in and then hold the ball. We're gonna do that again. I'm gonna just get out of the way. So I'm gonna engage the hip flexors, stepping out, shift the weight, hold the ball. Gauge the hip flexors, stepping out, parting the horse's mane, shift the weight back, pick up the toes, hold the ball. Next one is the single whip. We make a whip with that hand that's on the top, so just lift it, bring that bottom hand out, shift the weight to the side, shift the weight back, pivot inward, bring that bottom hand in, hold the ball. Gauge the hip flexors, make that whip, engage, shift the weight, shift the weight back, that hand that was on out goes on top, and that hand goes under. Do that again, make the whip. The top hand, bottom hand goes out. That hand that goes out is not going to be on top, and that bottom hand goes under. It's kind of fun, isn't it? Engage the hip flexors, make the whip, shift the weight back, bring the bottom hand in and hold the ball. So that's single whip. Now it's cloud hands, we just added that on. So we're gonna step out, engage the hip flexors. And it's kind of the yin style, which the hands go out. And I think that was number 3, but let's pretend that's number 2. And number 3, when you step out, you just hold the ball. Engage the hip flexors, stepping out. It looks like you're holding out a stop sign and you're scooping something up. We do that 2.5 times. 3rd time we stop, bottom hand goes to the shoulder, we stop. Let's do that again because we're doing it twice. Stepping out, bottom hand goes the direction we go. Shift the weight. Stepping out for the 2nd time. And stepping in. And let's do for that 3rd time, just stopping with the hands atop. Engage the hip flexors. Doing it to the side again. Letting go, just stepping out, sinking, trying to have soft knees, soft hips. Always doing what feels comfortable for you. Making sure there's nothing in the object in your way to trip you. And then hold the ball. Hands crisscross to signify the ending. And hands slowly, slowly come down. So that is the movements. Let's do that again with 1 repetition. So we did it twice, so kind of a review. Of course, for some of you, it may be brand new if you're watching the video. Again, watch prior recordings if you want more info. Let's do that again. So feet together, hands by your side, nice and relaxed. Taking a deep breath. And Tai Chi, for better balance, commence stepping out. Hands rise, and they sink. Shifting your weight, sinking into the right. Gauge the hip flexors. Bottom hand goes out, and we step out. Bring that hand in. Gauge the hip flexors, step out. Hold the ball, and engage. Parting horse's mane to the left. Parting out. Shifting the weight, bringing the toes back up. Pivot, hold the ball. Gauge the hip flexors, stepping out. Parting horse's mane right. Lift up the foot. Shift the weight, hold the ball. Making that hip flexors, now the single whip. Shift the weight back. Bring that bottom under, form that ball. Engage the hip flexors, make that whip. Shift the weight back, and holding that ball. Waving cloud hands to the left. So we step out 3 times, but we only do 2.5 cloud hands. So we're stepping up for the 2nd time. And when that bottom hand comes up to the shoulder, we stop. Hold the ball, gauge the hip flexors, stepping out 3 times with 2.5 circles to the right. And then bottom hand coming up to the shoulder and hold. Hands crisscross to show the ending. Hands come down. And we bring the left foot back in. We come back to center. Taking a moment to pause, to notice how we feel and get in our bodies. So technically we did I feel like it'd be good to do it 1 more time just for fun. And then 1 minute, just 1 repetition pattern, not the twice. Beginning was a review, so let's do it 1 more time because it feels really good. It feels more flowy. It is a movement that it can be easily kind of robotic, but if you can soften it, letting the edges be soft, try playing with that so it feels a little bit softer, smoother, less effort. So try to do that 1 more time with those intentions. Taking a deep breath, soften, and Tai Chi for better balance, commence stepping out. Hands rise and come down. Holding the imaginary ball, engage the hip flexors, step out, hold the ball. Engage the hip flexors and step out. Parting horse's mane to the left. Hand goes out, we shift the weight, top hand, and the other hand goes to the bottom. Engage the hip flexors, step out, Parting horse's mane, shift the weight, and hold the ball. Single whip, top hand becomes the whip. We step out, shift our weight to the left, shift the weight back, bring that bottom hand under, hold that ball, engage the hip flexors, make a single whip, step out, shift the weight back, and hold the ball. Waving cloud hands, that bottom hand is the direction you go. We step, shift the weight, doing that for the second time, and then for the third. And then the hand stops right at the half point. Engage the hip flexors, stepping out to the other side, just letting it flow for the second time and the third time. And then hold the ball. Hands crisscross to signify the ending. Hands come down, and we bring that left foot back in. Hands rest by your side. And let your body feel softened and relaxed. Like I said, this is like a small practice. You can get to a better stance. And let's just do a quick cool down. This is my class where I do a little bit of everything. So let's gather some beautiful life force energy. So hands rise up to what's comfortable for you and center. If you can lift your heels if you're in the chair, bending your knees and expanding your knees, but never 100% straightening, just a little bit more than before. And let's do that 3 more times, gathering what we need the most. Maybe it's the sunshine. I love it. It's right on my face right now. And let's gather one more thing. Gathering each other's positive love energy. All right. Nice cool down. So let's sit down if you're not already. And let's go into a really nice meditation. We have the challenge from Better Than Yesterday to turn the lights down, it says. Light a candle. May not have to do all those things, but having a ritual of calming down. Sitting down. And let's do a little self-guided meditation, focusing on just our senses. So no guided imagery. But I do want to set a spiritual intention, like the card said, about the theme for today, which is you are lovable. It was in the reading for August 25th, and it was in my song. So setting that intention of feeling lovable and what that could mean. And if you do like an imagery, maybe it's loving a baby, loving an animal, a puppy, right? I mean, that's the most, or a loved one. Could be your plants, going to the garden and sending love to your plants. So setting that intention. So I invite you and welcome you to noticing your body and your senses. Noticing maybe 5 things that you can touch. Maybe it's the table, maybe it's your legs, maybe it's the arms of your chair, maybe it's, piece of paper that's by you. Noticing anything that you can touch. Maybe it's water, your cup. And let's notice 4 things that you can see as you kind of slowly wind down your brain. This is a nice tradition. Maybe it's seeing your guitar. Maybe it's seeing your phone, power supply. Could be seeing a book, a piece of artwork. Naming 4 things that you can see in this moment. And I invite you to think of 3 things that you can hear. Maybe I have my window open right now, so I can hear a ton of things going on right now because it's a lovely day in Minnesota. If you can name 3 things that you can hear, maybe it's music, maybe it's dogs barking, crickets cricking. That's a word. I just made it up. It sounded good. You can hear crickets making their sound. Maybe you can hear kids playing, toys. Maybe you can hear the fan, ceiling fan, or a fan going, air conditioning, heater. Hopefully you're not turning your heater on yet, but could be. It is Minnesota. So just noticing any sounds. Maybe it's just rubbing your hands and you can hear the friction. So naming 3 things you can hear. And let's go to the other senses. Maybe right now you can't taste it, but naming 2 things that you can taste, or that you have tasted today, if you're able to taste. So maybe it's something salty, something sweet, something wet, refreshing. And maybe in this moment you got food by you, and that's great. Something sour, right? Naming 2 things that you can taste, or you hope to taste after this Zoom. And then let's do 1 senses of smell. So 1 thing that you can smell. Maybe you can't smell anything. Trying to identify a scent if you can. If you can't identify anything, just imagine you're smelling something beautiful. So naming like the 5 senses and 5 things, like, going down by number, is a fun way to relax your body into your mind. It's a technique that I learned in MBSR, mind body stress reduction technique, started by John Kabat-Zinn out of Boston, Massachusetts. Wonderful practice of getting into your body and noticing maybe whatever fabric is on your body. What's on your skin right now. Maybe it's light material, heavy. Maybe it's scratchy, soft. Notice how your feet are positioned on the floor. Is it the heel? Is it just the balls of the foot? Are you laying down? What's touching the surface of the earth? Is it your bottom, your whole body? And we want to send beautiful love, feeling that you are lovable. The simple technique of who you are. You don't have to earn love. As my song says, you're born with it. You're born with love. It's in your body, it's in your breath, it's in your mind, it's in your spirit, right? It's in the air, it's in the rain, it's in the clouds. So feeling you're lovable. And it's something you don't have to earn. You don't have to earn anybody's approval or acceptance. You don't have, or even yourself. Your mind can be very critical, right? We can be very critical of ourselves, judgmental. Sometimes worse. We are the worst critics, right? So how can we love ourselves no matter what we do? If we screw up a song, or we can't remember something, or we say somebody's name wrong, I'm guilty of that. Knowing that you don't have to be perfect. You are lovable. And a lot of times people forget about that. They feel like they have to earn. So let's take a few minutes of silence. Allowing your body to be soft. Allowing your body to be open, nourished, feeling visible, feeling heard. This is our time to hear what's going on in our body as we rest in this sense of solitude and connection. On this beautiful Monday evening. And as we enjoy the silence or the moments of stillness, I slowly invite you to become a little bit more aware of your surroundings so we can end up with some lymphatic work, and people aren't in a huge rush. We could do chanting. It's always fun to do chanting after the lymphatic work. So allowing yourself to get in your body and bring your fingers, if you're able, to the temple or the sinuses, right? And just up, either gently up or down, just very gentle. Pick your choice, and it should feel like ants walking on you. It shouldn't hurt. So taking 6 deep breaths, breathing in and breathing out. Doing that a second time. A third time. Fourth time. A fifth time. And a sixth time. And then we can gently soften, release, gently go down our face 5 times with our fingers. And maybe one more. Or at the top, over the ears, around, leading to the clavicle. And one more time. And let's do behind the head, wrapping around the neck, leading to the clavicle. And if you want to comb through your hair, you can. All right, good job. Now we're going to do the sides behind the ears, leading into the clavicle. And the other side. And if you think about it, have a scarf handy. Not for right now, but it's coming up soon, so I got my scarf handy. Or a towel, whatever is easy for you. All right, now we're going to go around the chest. So down and around. If you want to lift your arm, you can, or keep it down. Whatever feels good for you. And it should feel any pressure. Now we're going to do up and over, or down and up and over, or just straight up, depending on what you got. And one more time. And now we do the clavicle. Same side. Sternum, or clavicle. Sternum, that's the word I'm looking for, up to your clavicle. All right, now we'll do the other side, same thing. I think it feels better to have my arm up, easier to reach. And now up and over, down under, over the river you go. And one more time, and now the sternum. And after we're done with this, we're gonna grab the scarf or towel, or if you have a partner, we're gonna do 5 upward strokes between on the trapezoids, between the shoulder blades. So here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let that go. Go to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let that go. And last move, gently going down. So if you're able to stay with me, let's do some chanting. It always feels really good. I think you guys like it as well. It is 7:29 if you have to go. But let's do the chanting. We're going to do 3 sounds. Om, coming from like the chest. Ooh, from the throat area or lips. And then the E from the top of the head. I'm just noticing my hair looks funny now. Okay, so let's do the chanting. You can have your hands up open if you want. Just notice what your body wants to do. I want you to listen to your body. So 5 times. Take a nice deep breath. One more time. I invite you just relax. Take a moment to soften the body if you haven't been soft. Breathe normal. And then we're going to do 5 sounds from like the throat, or sometimes I feel it in my lips when I do this, the ooh. So 5 nice deep breaths. Ooh. And that was the 5th, but I forgot to say one more time, so let's do it one more time as a transition. Feeling the softness in our body, the stillness. Let's do 5 more breaths, and we'll do E, upper pitch range, trying to get the sinuses or the upper or even top of the head, however you want to send it. Taking a deep breath. One last time. Just noticing the body and the stillness. Feeling that sense of love, completion. Nothing more needs to be done. Everything is just perfect the way it is. You can slowly wiggle your toes, your fingers. And I want to give you much gratitude. Thank you for coming or watching. And I'm going to end the recording now. For any feedback or suggestions, thanks for being here.